Monday Night Football. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Hey, another opportunity tonight as the Chicago Bears are up in Massachusetts to take on the New England Patriots in Foxborough, Gillette Stadium. Kickoff 7:15 Central Time, 8:15 Eastern if you're on the West Coast, 5:15 Pacific Time. By the way, we have an update. We are 20 subscribers away from 54,000. Let's get there by kickoff. If we get there by kickoff, we'll do an extended post-game or pre-game show. We'll go live early, and we'll have some fun. We'll get the drinks popping early. We'll answer some questions, and it'll be a good time. So hit that sub button. Let's get to 54K and make tonight a hell of a night. All right. Let's get into this matchup, some keys to victory, some thoughts, and then, my score prediction and overall prediction at the end of the show. Can the Bears pull off the upset tonight? We'll wait and see. Stay until the end of the video to get my final prediction. All right. Patriots, 9.5-point favorites, over-under set at 39.5. Clearly, Vegas thinks that this is a New England favored game, and it makes sense, right? The Bears have lost 3 in a row. They're struggling. Patriots have won a couple in a row, although with Bailey Zappi. Now Mac Jones expected to come back. We'll talk about Mac a little bit later. But it's a tough matchup for Chicago. Let's just be honest. It's Belichick versus a first-year head coach. It's Belichick versus a second-year quarterback. Rookie and second-year quarterbacks against the Patriots under Bill Belichick have gone 3-42. Justin Fields looking to be that fourth win against New England since Bill Belichick has taken over for a rookie or second-year quarterback. So all logic says that this favors New England, and it does. But you still got to lace up, play the games. There's still some ways the Bears can have success, and it's not like this Patriots team is just loaded, right? I think it's a decent to good team. They're 3-3. Bears are 2-4. We'll see how it plays out. Some keys to pulling off the upset. Number one, establish the run game early. You got to run the football with Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery. Herbert's averaging 6.4 yards per carry, which is first in the NFL among qualified running backs. David Montgomery, I think he's more in that 4.1 range, but he's been effective with the ball in his hands. I thought he was pretty good as a pass catcher the last couple of weeks. So get these two guys the ball in the run game and in the passing game too, but really running the football. That's what this team does well. That's what this offensive line does at least somewhat well compared to pass blocking situations. You got to control the clock, control the tempo, and keep the offense on the field to have a chance in this game. Keep it with the offense here. Key number two. You got to finish. You got to finish in the red zone. Chicago outgained Washington by almost 200 yards last Thursday night, or I guess 2 Thursday nights ago, a week and a half ago, and you went 0 for 3 in the red zone. You lost 12-7. Can't happen. All 3 of those were inside the 5-yard line situations too, and you still got no touchdowns, no points. By the way, no points. It's not just you went 0 for 3 on touchdowns. You went 0 for 3, period. That's hard to do. That can't happen tonight. When you get down there, you got to get 7. At worst, you got to get 3. But really, on the road, you got to punch it in. That's been a real problem for this offense, and I think Luke Getsy's got to own a lot of that. He's got to find a way to put these guys in position to finish down in the red area. Do you still have high hopes for Luke Getsy? By the way, I want to know where Bears fans sit with the new offensive coordinator 6 games into this thing. Type Y for yes or N for no. I like some of the stuff he's doing. I'm definitely not bailing on him yet, but there have been some signs of this isn't going as well as we thought it would. I think that's very safe to say. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Do you still have high hopes for Luke Getsy? By the way, hey, I mentioned the Bears lost to Washington. So did the Packers. So, hey, FGB all day, right? So spam FGB as well. If the Bears are going to stink, maybe the Packers will finally stink as well. They're 3-4 on the season. If the Bears win tonight, they got the same record through 7 games. Just saying. All right, key number 3, put pressure on Mac Jones. He's coming off a high ankle sprain. He's not the most mobile quarterback to begin with. Get pressure on him. I thought Alan Williams did a nice job of dialing up some third down blitzes on Carson Wentz on Thursday Night Football a couple weeks ago, and I think that's something I would do tonight. Not necessarily just on third down, but I would be willing to bring more pressure than this defense normally wants, because Mac Jones is a somewhat hobbled quarterback. He's expected to play, and he's probably 90%, but I would be surprised if he was full throttle 100%, can have full movement in that ankle. So test it a little bit. Try and have him move around, see if he's able to, and put some pressure on the fellow second-year quarterback who should be a little bit rusty as well. You kind of take that pocket time away from him, from 3 seconds to 2 or whatever the case may be. That I think that's going to favor you in a game like this. So put some pressure on him. If you can get home with 4, great. This team hasn't been able to do that very consistently. So if you have to blitz, I think that's something you got to consider. All right, key number 4, primetime Justin Fields. The Bears have struggled mightily in primetime games in recent years. They have not fared well under the lights, whether it's Thursday Night Football, as we just saw a couple weeks ago, Monday night or Sunday Night Football earlier this season against the Packers. This dates back years. I mean, you think of the opener last year, Sunday Night Football against the Rams, got slaughtered. Packers, Vikings. I mean, they just have not done well in primetime games, and you need a primetime quarterback. Justin Fields, he's got star power. He's got the charisma, the look. He's got the talent. Can he put it together and put together a performance in front of a national audience? I've made the joke. I mean, the Bears should get banned from prime time for how ugly it's been at times. Well, you got another chance tonight to start to change that narrative. Winning tonight doesn't completely change that narrative, but you go into Foxborough as a second-year quarterback, put up a big-time performance, and lead this team to a win. It could be monumental for this team, not just this year, but into the future as well. If you want to be a contender, you got to find a way to win games like this when your back is against the wall. So hopefully Justin Fields can deliver. I hope he's able to play well tonight. And quite frankly, he needs to be the better quarterback on the field in this game if the Bears want to have a chance. Speaking of, who is the better quarterback right now? As both Mac Jones and Justin Fields are into their second seasons. If you think it's Justin Fields, type JF. If you think it's Mac Jones, type MJ. I would say Mac has been a little bit more consistent, although this year he came out slow. 2 TDs, 5 picks so far, but was kind of steady last year, game manager type. Justin Fields' highs are definitely higher, but his lows have been lower. So it's kind of a tough question. I would still bank and gamble on Fields because I think the upside is massive. But if you want more of that game manager, backup point guard type, then go Mac Jones. So JF for Fields, MJ for Jones. Curious to see what Bears fans think on this one. Let's talk about the offensive line for the final key. New offensive line improvements. There's a report out there that Lucas Patrick's going to start at center and that Michael Schofield's going to start at left guard. That comes from David Kaplan. That would be nice if they made those changes. I called for that 2 weeks ago. It sounds like they are going to do it now. We'll see in warm-ups and obviously in the first drive if those changes take place. But they have to switch something up. Sam Mustipher isn't cutting it. Obviously, Lucas Patrick has really struggled at guard. You signed him to play center. Let's play him at center and see if him at center and Schofield at guard is a better option. Maybe in a few weeks it could be Alex Leatherwood at guard. Maybe Cody Whitehair returns from injury by then. We'll have to wait and see. But to just run it back with what you've been doing would be, I don't want to say malpractice, but pretty close to it. That just could not continue. So I'm hoping this new combination, if it ends up being the case tonight, works out. At least is a little bit better. It can't be much worse, right? Patrick has really struggled. Mustipher has struggled, especially in pass protection. This O-line has been above average in run blocking schemes, but I don't think changing it up is going to kill the run scheme. I think it'll still be fine up front. You're hoping that the passing scheme, blocking-wise, improves because it's been a major problem so far this year. So hopefully this new offensive line can improve and lead to better success. All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in to tonight's show. Bears, Patriots, like I said, hit the subscribe button. We'll be live. I think we'll go live at 6:30 if we can get to 54,000 subscribers by then. That would be a 45-minute pregame show. We'll answer some super chats, some questions. We'll get you ready for kickoff. We'll have a fun time. If not, we'll probably do 6:45 or 7. So, hey, it's up to you guys. Hit that sub button. If we get to 54K, we'll go live early. You can also follow me on social media, Twitter, @HGramNFL, Instagram, @HGramNFL. Always updating you guys with what's going on with the Bears over there. So, do that as well. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys in a few hours here for a Monday Night Football watch party.